Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. We're in quite a pickle right now. My terror's kind of through the roof, and I'm stuck in Warbly Juxtamare. Though, my current plan of action, I was going to look up if I could reduce my terror here, but I'm just going to go with it because I forgot. So, it's been a while since we've been here, so I might read everything, why not? Workers in neat uniforms guide your locomotive to rest. Tourist engines rest alongside trading engines. Crews trade gossip and delicacies. Signs in block capitals make abundantly clear that this is a place for pleasure. I bloody hope so, because if it isn't, I'm in trouble. They say. Nostalgia crockery, I remember being important. Whoops. Okay, this is different. Warbly Juxtamare dazzles like a Fabergé egg. I think I've said that wrong. Little Russian eggs, I know what they are, but I think I've said it wrong. Never mind. Lamp lit, rich brass and Britain in bark. In the distance, carnival music mixes with faint cheering. A queue twists and snarls along the dock. Visitors are not allowed to just stroll into the port. They must be admitted. Every fortnight, the Bureau of Entertainment holds a lottery and gives out a number of pauper passes, which grant free admittance. The queue for these is long, but it's not the only way to get into the port. I pass the queue at the insistence of the authorities. A fox-jawed man, smartly dressed in cobalt, takes notice of you. He crooks a finger. First time visiting Warbly Juxtamare, eh? Come on, come over then. Is this my first time? Have I not done this on this character? Oh. Okay. But I've been here before. Oh, but I bet that was like I'm the character that died as soon as I entered Eleutheria, so yes, I've never been here before. Wonderful. Representative of the Bureau of Entertainment introduces himself. We are a department of the Ministry of Public Decency, but we're entirely autonomous. We run this port for the benefit of weary travellers. He leads you past a queue that doesn't even bother to grumble. Yes, I know, queue jumping is terribly uncouth, but would you really rather be mingling with the proletariat when you could be enjoying our port? And I'm sure once you've seen what we have to offer, you'll need to come back again. He leads you to a fitting station. Everyone goes through this. There's a dress code. Bureau of Entertainments wishes to encourage industrious captains to patronise the port. To this end, on a captain's first visit, they are allowed in both without charge and without having to queue. A courtier is exquisitely attired. Burgundy tailcoat, cravat, brocaded vest in iron and ink, breeches, boots, and smile like a shark. Periodically he checks a brass pocket watch, while his grin lengthens and diminishes in turns. He is here to supervise the attire of new visitors to the port. In Warbly, everyone dresses up in the heady styles of 50 years ago. The Bureau of Entertainments provides suitable attire to all visitors. Article of clothing, are you going to base your choice around? Definitely going to be a finely tailored coat. Draped across an army of smiling porcelain mannequins is an armament of coats in every size, all sumptuously designed, all perfect, just like you. The courtier calls two women from a door you hadn't realised was there. They are tall, with the bluest eyes, sinewy and sepia-skinned. As before, as always, my assistants will do everything they can for you, Doc. The women are efficient but impersonal, their attention bereft of interest. Wherever you attempt to don something that doesn't quite fit your ensemble, they remove the offending garment and replace it with an inventory of superior options. When you finally dismiss the women, the courtier considers you for a long moment. He turns to the wardrobe and hands you several garments, all your size. Once you're dressed, he dismisses you, shooting you into Warbly Juxtamare. The condition of your clothes will limit your time in Warbly. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you get like 4 moves before your clothes wear out and you have to leave this place. Well, firstly, let's to the classic Writer-Port report. Aubrey-Juxton-Mare is precisely like every other weekend destination. Shabbier than advertised and bristling with ways to spend more money than intended. There is, there's a story that I did last time where there's like an evil cult and stuff here. But right now, my main thing I need to do is lower my terror. Even if it's just enough for me to get back to London. I'm going to write a port report. In the face of candy floss, guards are let down. Presented with this much tea, defences are dropped. This should have been a good place to gather information. Unfortunately, the screams of the donkeys render eavesdropping impossible. Still, even by itself, a list of visitors is certainly worth something. Okay, what we reckon's gonna... What do I need for this? Attend an exclusive exhibition. A popular proletariat is displaying his latest works. Your connections amongst the bohemian set has secured you a ticket. I've not become familiar with that man. My affiliation with the boheme is kind of low. And I don't have the Patchwork Devil, whatever the hell that is. Is that a companion? Go to the beach. I mean, we're at a beach destination. You can hear the seagulls. No trip to Wargley is complete without a jaunt along the beach. You should stroll down to the shore where the mists wait in glittering coils. It stumped me for a second, though. This is a beach. Of course it's a beach. What else could it be? It's a stretch of pale particulates and rolling mists. The air smells of salt and things that mummified in the sun, of cinnamon and licorice. It is pebbles, grains of blue glass, tendrils of something curious and organic, worm-like growths tufting through the sediment. This is exactly what beaches are. Let's walk down to the beach. I love beaches. We lost terror. Oh, even if it's just 5. You skip pebbles along the mists. At least you try. Instead of bouncing across the fog, the pebbles excite noises from their depths. After half or an hour or so, you manage to string a melody from the sounds. I like that. Oh, well, let's go down explore a tiny lane bedecked with flowers. So far, I'm losing roughly 5 terror per thing. A woman calls you over to a stall selling toffee something. They're a little too large to be apples. She assures you, with a broad smile, that of course they're apples. Maybe you haven't seen one recently and can't recall how they look. Some of the toffee has fingerprints in. Still, a child bedecked in frills seems to be eating some without suffering any obvious harm. I get a feeling that this... I remember reading about it, that this is all horrible. I'm getting tricked. Take a donkey ride. No trip to Warbley is complete without a donkey ride. A man in a candy-striped suit bellows while his donkey draws a string of iridescent humours. How can you resist? I mean, three sovereigns to ride a donkey? Let's go. Takes you a minute, but you eventually adapt to your donkey's stilted gait. Halfway through the experience, the beast shucks its limbs, begins undulating smoothly instead along the sand. How fortunate. You are returned to the paddock of nervous customers, intact and only moderately traumatized. I'm tripping over my words today. I must be tired. Apologise, I'll try and slow down while I'm reading. No, it's not very nice to listen to me trip over my words. Not very nice to trip over my own words, I assure you. Let's succumb to the wiles of the rubbery lump cellar. Wax paper cone brimming with rubbery lumps. Sounds just about perfect. Oh no, I'm scruffy. Oh no. It tastes precisely as advertised. Hot, rubbery, Faintly sweet, with a dashing of mirin and brown sugar, and an aftertaste reminiscent of roasted berries, like a memory of better days. You graze on a palmful of lumps before you put the rest away. I don't want to do that. Ruminate on the nature of donkeys. No, I don't want to investigate. If I investigate, I know my terror kind of goes up. We just stop at the charming tea room. This might be the last thing we can do. Yes. Tea is always a good idea. In a universe of horrors, tea is never wrong. More, a Seragillo. Seragillo? Ilio. Leo? I don't know what that word is. Than a tea house, this place is sumptuous, lavish, with tissue-thin veils of burgundy carpeting. Your tea is delicate, its flavour impossible to place. The baklava is divine. It appears traditional for patrons here to abscond with a piece of crockery, a mug, a delicate teacup, a saucer, whatever best reminds them of the tea room. As such, you do the same. No reason to be impolite. Okay, I think we get escorted out, right? Warbly Juxtamare is precisely like every other weekend destination. Shabby as advertised, read that before. Cold frissions down your spine, dragging your attention southwards. Oh dear, your clothes are in tatters. Your beautiful garments are nothing but rags now. Well-dressed onlookers gawk and giggle, whisper and point. You look bedraggled, shabby, and worst of all, unfashionable. Is it to get in? 250. I'm kind of tempted to try and get in again, just so I can redo the fear stuff, but can I inquire about the lottery? Hang on, I can get in for one crate. How much is one crate? 30. That is significantly cheaper. Whoops, a daisy. Then I'm gonna like run the hell back to London. As soon as you've handed over your goods, the official clinks his fingers. Workers from the Bureau of Entertainments quickly commandeer your attention. A man and woman appearing on each side, both exquisitely dressed, their smiles well-whetted knives. Come, come already, the courtier doesn't like waiting. You need an outfit, come, come, come. This time we're gonna have fabulous footwear, yes. Of all the finery on display, the footwear is possibly the most avant-garde, with fashions that border on ludicrous. Exciting. This is new, isn't it? It is the courtier who goes to his knees, lacing your foot between his long fingers. In the frame of his black-on-black eyes, your reflection is that of a stranger's, wild and otherworldly. A personal touch, is all he says. The courtier does not permit you to rise, nor does he allow you to pick your shoes. Instead, he ferries your options to sift through. High heels, sensible clogs, equestrian boots in the softest leather, open-toed slippers, sandals teased together from gold wires. When he is finally satisfied, he considers you for a long moment. He turns to a wardrobe and hands you several garments, all your size. Once you are dressed, he dismisses you, shooting you into Warbly Juxtamare. For the record, out of all of those, I don't think the high heels are going to be that useful. But you never know. Sensible clogs? Clogs are kind of uncomfortable. So, like, it's going to be, like, equestrian boots. You know, I mean, I could go for the sandals. Medical wire. Right. We're not considering anything. I'm just going to quickly go through all of these, skim read. The hell? The stall has a row of wooden ducks that you can shoot with an air rifle. A child stands alongside it, crying. He has spent all his money and knocked down one. When you have a go, it becomes apparent that at least one of the ducks is glued in place. You point this out, the storekeeper frowns and hastily passes you a prize. Behind you, there is a sound of poultry screaming. An awareness of something off, not increased. I'm guessing that's the thing that lets you... Get down to the beach. There's a beach. Don't want to investigate. Sorry. No. Lane? Yes. I will very much come back here at some point and do this properly. Because I got far, but I feel like yet again, I've got a habit in this game of getting quite far into a story, not realising I need to do something else, and then just buggering up and doing something else. And then I forget. Because I'm terrible at remembering things. And I did do that thing where I was writing stuff down for a while. But, yeah, I haven't done that for a while. Okay, so, we're going to go back to London now. Let's go and hope nothing tries to kill me. What's that? Oh god. Mash. Night, the stars are hard and cold. Sleep eludes you. That is experience. Just because I really... Oh, was it only 10 experience? I thought it was more than that. What's really annoying is because I need to go back to London, but I know the verdant seed's over here and I really want to find it. Damn it. Oh! Oh! Oh crap. Oh crap. I have no food or fuel? How did I forget that between episodes? No crash! Oh. Hang on. Oh, how much space do I have? 3 and 3 for now. One more fuel just for the sake. Filling everything. Let's go! Right, that was close. Got a bit of unnecessary fear just from... Fear? Terror. I'm just not paying attention, which is kind of annoying. I also need to fix my damn hull from that weft in time that I've been informed are perfectly functional now, as opposed to before when they destroyed my game. Even still bloody terrifying. Just saying, they do a lot of damage. Got a few free things, but nah, overall, pretty terrifying. I would stop off at the Serene Mausoleum, but no, I refuse to get distracted. These ships are stuck. I need to get some pretty shots for thumbnails. That's what I need. But, usually I spot them while I'm editing. I like the ones that have got lots of colour. Lots of colour tends to make people look at it. Still, I don't know anything about YouTube. I'm making this up as I go along. Maybe I should watch one of those how to YouTube videos that are so popular nowadays. I might learn something about all the horrible things I'm doing. Oh, somehow I've ended up... Oh, hello. Hey. Free stuff. Just as that. Oh, crap. I hate these guys because they're ridiculously fast. Oh well. Let's loot the hold. The crew of the weathered engine. Yes, distressingly odoured barrel. Oh, another uncanny specimen. I'm getting quite the collection of those. Is that another file? Really? Oh, bugger. One's a Reach Marauder. Slightly less scary. Oh, that's the first time I've overheated my engine in a while. Get some help. No, it was only 4. It probably wasn't worth it. Oh well, let's quickly get the hell back to London. If I don't do it soon, I'm going to have fear problems. I will speed it up. And here we are. In London. See if I can not smash into St. Dominic Station this time. That'd be nice. And it's usually on the way out. Oh, the terror's gone. So... what do I have in my hole? A lot of bullets. Tea and bullets. Yes. Brilliant. Is there any reconsignments of ministry approved literature? Sorry, don't have any. I could just sell them, but I don't know, I kind of want to put the whole in the bank. A lot of bullets. I mean, that is a lot of bullets. Will they stack in the bank? Oh, that's amazing. And then if I see a... Why do I always forget this word when I'm about to say it? Prospect. If I see a prospect, I will have the things I need for it, as opposed to, like, trying to find it, going out of my way. So I think I may do that strategy, because the bank is shared across all of the main cities. The only problem is if I run out of money, I'm screwed. I think I'll be okay, though. I've got quite a lot of money. Should we see if we can do anything while we're here? Oh my look. This is going to be damn expensive. Oh no, 46, that's not too bad. There's still, I feel, loads of things here that I don't know about. Oh, I need to report to the people about the sun. The sun, indeed. How and where? London? No. Not London. Iron Group? No. The Office of Works? Damn it, they're on 3, I have 2. Damn it. Where do you report it? The Ministry of Public Decency? Gotta be, right? Okay. Again, the setting of the sun. Entitled 2. He listens intently, writing notes on a pad of paper. His comments are absolutely neutral. I see. Fascinating. Well, you notice your reports are filed into separate piles. Afterwards, he writes a requisition form for you. Just pop this into finance on your way out and they'll see the needful. He says, terribly grateful. Best keep this information to yourself, eh? Rest assured, we are experts. We'll ensure it's handled sensitively. Well, he didn't help. Definitely didn't help. I get a feeling that I could give... Someone was researching the sun. It was the Royal Society, I believe. They wanted a port report from the sun. I wonder if they would help. I mean, there is the argument, am I meant to save the sun, or am I meant to, like, let it die? Because from what I've been hearing about this thing, it's pretty nasty. I mean, it's like a giant mind control device, is that right? Based off of something that was in Sunless Skies and something that's like hinted at in Fallen London. That names the Dawn Machine? Is that right? The Dawn Machine? It's the Dawn Machine. Well, Instead of me just wandering around, not knowing what the hell to do, I think I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to try and like look things over, my journal and stuff. I could do that right now, actually. Is there anything in my journal about this? The Lord, learning about the incautious driver, yeah. Deep. Definitely something. The heart catcher. Oh, we've done it! We did the heart catchers. I need to do that. Go back there at some point. Special delivery. I knew about the repentant dome. Don't have anything here for it, but there's definitely something going on with the sun. In the market that I would like to buy. It's completely random, just came out of nowhere, I understand, but... Wondered. Can I get a new machine gun? Better. Sales at 25. 650. Same range. Slightly high damage. Yeah, 750 is not really worth it. You know what? No, we're going to end the episode here. And then, either in the next episode, I will try and do more of the sun stuff, or I will try and do the driver's storyline, which is still my main objective. It's got to be around here somewhere. It's to the west. A long ways to the west. So I'm guessing it's got to be somewhere here inside of this, but because it's so close to the damn clockwork sun, the terror there is terrible. The terror there is terrible. Yeah, good job. So it's sucking. So what I might do is kind of cut around down here and look into these bits here that I haven't been to. I'm guessing it's going to be right on the edge. I feel. But anyway, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Any comment is greatly appreciated. There's been some people being very helpful as always. I'll see you next time.